So we're here in Ferrari, and we're literally about to launch the car this morning. So the car's just being put together. This is where all the engineers are. Let me take you to the garage. This is the backstage, the iconic garage, and this is where, like, I've grown up watching this. This is the garage that's on the track, the Shell garage, and this is there's all those iconic videos and images of even Enzo on this track from back in the day. So we're about to unveil the car, lift up the garage, and I get to drive it. So it's pretty cool. Just drove for the first time, and we just did an installation lap. What's always like, it never gets old, is when they fire up the car for the first time, and you get the vibrations coming through your back, through your ribs, and when everyone like takes the blankets off the tires, and that whole coordination, that whole thing, it's so exciting. I can't even really put words into how exciting it is. And then driving down to turn one, and straight away you see the Tifosi. And I mean, that's like, you feel the energy of the Tifosi, and it's like...
When Hollywood glamour collides with the hyper-technical, multi-million-dollar world of Formula One, the internet usually fractures under the weight of the hype. But leave it to Lewis Hamilton to simultaneously command the attention of the paparazzi and the paddock in a single race weekend. At the 2026 Silverstone Grand Prix, the seven-time world champion did more than just secure a crucial result for Maranello. He sparked an existential debate about the soul of modern racing development while dropping a rare, viral nod to pop culture icon Kim Kardashian. For Ferrari, a team trying to anchor its feet in a fiercely competitive season, Hamilton's weekend became a masterclass in why human instinct still reigns supreme over computer code. The British Grand Prix has always been a special theater for Hamilton, but performing here in the iconic scarlet red of Ferrari brought an entirely different level of pressure. The weekend culminated in Ferrari's first convincing double podium of the 2026 season, a milestone achievement that sent the Tifosi into a frenzy. Yet, behind the champagne showers and the trophies lay a fascinating behind-the-scenes engineering mutiny led by Hamilton himself, one that completely bucked the modern trend of data worship. In modern Formula One, the driver-in-the-loop simulator is treated like an oracle. Teams spend tens of millions of dollars refining these digital rigs to predict exactly how a car will behave on any given circuit under any given weather condition. Before a wheel even touches real asphalt, thousands of virtual laps are logged to determine the ideal baseline setup. However, Hamilton revealed that ahead of the Silverstone weekend, his internal alarm bells were ringing. The simulator's mathematical algorithms suggested a setup direction that felt fundamentally wrong to a man with over 300 Grand Prix starts. Rather than bowing to the digital output, Hamilton chose to rely heavily on his decades of trackside experience. I mean, up until now, we really have been making such great progress, Hamilton explained to reporters in the post-race media pen. The simulator said that we should start in a much different place with the setup, and my engineers and I decided to stay within the direction that we would normally go. It was a massive gamble. In the current era of restricted practice time, guessing wrong on a setup direction on Friday can ruin an entire weekend. If the car had underperformed, the blame would have fallen squarely on the veteran driver's shoulders for ignoring the team's sophisticated tools. Instead, the real-world track conditions validated Hamilton's human touch over the virtual model, proving that code cannot always replicate the raw, sensory feedback of a driver hunting for grip at 200 miles per hour. If there was any doubt about whether Hamilton's setup philosophy was the correct one, look no further than the garage next door. His teammate, Charles Leclerc, initially chose a traditional route, placing his faith entirely in Maranello's digital data stream. The divergence created a perfect real-time experiment within the Ferrari garage during the early sessions of the weekend. While Hamilton's car looked compliant, predictable, and fast through Silverstone's legendary high-speed sweeps like Maggots and Beckett's, Leclerc was visibly struggling with nervous, uncooperative balance. Charles started the way it was, that the sim would say to go, and then ended up my philosophy, Hamilton noted. with the quiet confidence of a driver who has seen it all. Once Leclerc's side of the garage realized that the simulation data failed to translate to the actual track surface, they pivoted, adopting Hamilton's setup direction. The course correction was an instant success. The car transformed, unlocking the pace required to deliver a spectacular double podium. For Ferrari management, it was a stark reminder of exactly why they signed Hamilton. Not just for his raw speed on Sunday, but for his peerless ability to guide engineering development through pure, unadulterated feel. While the engineering triumph dominated technical debriefs, the headlines leading up to the race were occupied by a completely different kind of chatter. During a fan Q&A session at Silverstone, Hamilton caught the audience off guard with rare, public mention of Kim Kardashian. The crossover immediately ignited the global media landscape, sending the rumor mill into overdrive with explosive speculation that Hamilton and Kardashian are officially dating. In an era where sports entertainment and celebrity culture are inextricably linked, the viral moment threatened to overshadow the sporting narrative. The intense media circus surrounding Hamilton's personal life has always been a fixture of his career, but navigating it while adjusting to the unique microscope of being a Ferrari driver takes a distinct type of mental fortitude. Rather than letting the tabloid frenzy distract him from a critical race weekend, Hamilton used the noise as a backdrop for one of his most calculated technical performances in recent memory. It highlighted a unique duality, a global megastar capable of breaking the internet with a casual celebrity nod, who can instantly flip the switch to become an intensely focused, old-school racer willing to go toe-to-toe with his own engineering department. Ultimately, Silverstone proved that data is only as good as the human element interpreting it. As simulation technology becomes more complex, the temptation to rely entirely on artificial predictability grows. Hamilton's refusal to let the simulator dictate his race weekend serves as a vital case study for the entire paddock. Ferrari's double podium was not just a victory in the constructors' standings, it was a psychological breakthrough. It validated Hamilton's integration into the historic team and proved that his intuition is exactly what Maranello needs to mount a genuine championship campaign. By trusting his own hands, feet, and eyes over a computer screen, Hamilton didn't just defend a setup decision. He reaffirmed the timeless truth that in the pinnacle of motorsport, the driver remains the ultimate deciding factor.